Namaste, beautiful beings of light. This is Belinda Pearl, and welcome to the Oracle. So we're right here, just before the full moon in Leo. The Sunday, February 9th, is going to be full moon in Leo, which is a super moon. So the days leading up to the moon, about 3 days before the moon, and then about 3 days after the moon, are very powerful days, and especially because this moon is a super moon. Also, Mercury will be rising in the sky with the full moon, and Mercury is in his pre-shadow Mercury retrograde phase. So just before he turns, or you say turns, to go retrograde, or stations to go retrograde, we're starting that period. So you may be experiencing some kind of electronic, even travel mishaps, or things where something's not communicating really well. But and then the full moon is in Leo, so there's this place of us standing in this powerful place of our desires and our passion, and how we can bring those desires and passion into being. But Mercury retrograde kind of slows us down a little bit, especially in the place of our mind, so we can be very mindful of what it is that we want to bring into the world. And full moons are really about bringing into the world, also about releasing. What is it are you ready to release? What is it that you want to release? And let's take this from another perspective, because this is coming in, and this is always guidance for you, is what is it that you want to release from your childhood that is communicating its way through your cellular body, coming out in your reactions or responses in the world, but it kind of blocks you from actually being in that place of play and desire and passion. So what is it that you want to release? So let's look into that place of going mindfully within and really reviewing what it is that we want to release. So this full moon gives you the capacity to release whatever is within you that blocks you from really living that place of your absolute self. It's at 20 degrees, the full moon in Leo, and so this 2-0 becomes a 2. So from a numerological point of view, this is about us stepping also more into our intuition, our intuitive self. It also creates this place for our balance, for coming into meditation and to be quiet, which is that whole Mercury retrograde energy that's asking us to be a little bit mindful, a little bit more introspective, and to review what it is in our life. And again, like guidance was saying, look backwards through your lifetime and see where things in life have blocked you from stepping into this place of your absolute creative self, that blocks you from stepping into your passions. So if you have a passion project that wants to be ignited, what's blocking you from that, and how can you release that, let them go, especially under this energy of this full moon? So take a moment, think about all of that, and close your eyes if it feels comfortable, and just think about it and be mindful. Turn your gaze within. I'm going to shuffle the pack so that we can blend in everybody's energies that are here with us now, as well anybody that watches us anytime in the future. This message will be relevant to you, because this is the way guidance works. This is the way the universe works. It is quite a powerful experience or tool for us to really be in tune with the universe. So one more, which is after this one. And then we just ask for guidance to come through. And we say thank you. And the card today says emotion. So I kind of think I spoke a little bit about emotion. So she's in this ocean, ocean of emotion, your ocean of your emotions. And it's like she's almost like cleansing herself a little bit. Like, see, her hand is up here on her arm. She's cleansing. But then she's also enlightened. She's got some kind of new ideas. And to me, it's this like inspirational piece. It's also tapping into this, it feels a little bit Neptune type of energy too. And it's the space of dreaminess, a space of really coming into a place of your imagination and your own inner creativity. And it feels like there's a ritual here that we need to do, which is really this cleansing. What's keeping us from where we want to move into life? Why are we hiding behind instead of us coming forward? She feels like she's kind of like protecting herself too. So what is it that you're hiding behind? What aren't you allowing to flow out of you? In order for us to move on in life and really especially let go of our patterns and our pains, is to let that emotion go, to that emotion to flow. Emotions is energy in motion. and gets stuck within our cellular body, then it computes as, or becomes out as, or solidifies in our physical being as a manifestation of pain. So sore shoulder, sore toe, a tooth, whatever it may be. Even, just maybe you, by accident, you like chopping something and you chop off your finger. Don't do that. That's a bad example. But as an example, like, what is it? Why was that finger, injured at that time? If you were like hammering something and that, something hammered the finger, we don't want that to happen either. But why was it that finger? What are these emotions trying to show you? What are they deciphering for you? So there's this idea of really turning your gaze within. Even the star, it's like the star is traveling. So we on this pathway of traveling, but coming to a place of your mind, because this is really about the mindscape and the mindset, if you will. What's in your mind? What is it that's been reoccurring? How can you let all of that go? So again, this ritual of cleansing and clearing, this ritual of coming into the mind and the imagination. There's also this piece of this is a moon phase here, so it's showing us, so everything takes time, everything goes through cycles. So as we start this process of healing, self-healing, by letting the emotions flow, by letting them come out of us, it's a process. So just letting go one step at a time, and not expecting one day everything's going to be, you do one ritual and life is going to be different. No, that it's a ritual that needs to be done continuously. So I would also tune into the cycles of the moon. And when we get to a crescent moon, all this could even, it looks like a crescent moon, but it could also be like an eclipse. So it could be even something when another eclipse comes. But I'm going to say this is a crescent moon. And so look at the phases of the moon. So into the next cycle of this next sort of new moon, when just before it's new moon, there's like that slither of light. And so the consciousness behind that is like that one last moment to see what it is that you want to let go of, so that you can really come into that place of internalizing and really reflecting within. So there's one thing that the universe is shining for you just to see, just before you go inward. What is that one thing that you need to see? So let's take a moment to figure out what it is that we want to see for ourselves and how we can let that go, and know that this is going to let go in phases, in cycles. So give yourself time to release and just be. And the water too brings its elements of healing. So if you live by the ocean or by a lake or by a river or wherever, or you can even do this in the shower or the bath, is to use water as a mechanism to heal and clean yourself. Not just, physically cleaning your body, of course, but washing away. Even you can even do this with a glass of water, where you can drink a glass of water and imagining every droplet of water is cleansing and clearing from within, right? So there's a lot of rituals that can be done just through this practice, especially this full moon in Leo. What's stopping us from stepping into that place of our desires and our passions? There's some kind of emotion kind of in the background. So use this full moon energy to release and to let go and to be in this place of your absolute self, right? So hopefully all of that made sense somewhere or another. And so I'm going to leave you with this. May you always be present in the place of your heart with gratitude always. And gratitude leads us to joy. So from my heart to yours, may you always be blessed. Namaste. And again, this is Belinda Pearl, and you can always find me at belindapearl.com. Namaste.